Hi there, welcome to my Ruby on Rails video tutorial. In this video, I want to show you how to build simple authentication with Ruby on Rails from scratch. Well, every web application definitely has an authentication system to verify that only the right user can access the application. There are many gems that can be used to authenticate, like devise gem for example, and many others. But in this video I want to show you how to build authentication system with Ruby on Rails 4.2 from scratch. Alright, without further ado, let's get into it. Let's create new Rails application. Rails new Rails simple auth. By default by default Rails use my SQLite as default database, but in this for now I want to use MySQL. Alright then. Okay, let's open up the browser and enter localhost clone. Okay. Sorry. Before that, we have to cd or change directory to Rails simple auth Rails server. Okay, and here reload the page. Okay, here I got errors. Access denied for user root at localhost blah 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 blah. This because I have not configured the database yet. Okay, here Ctrl+C to shut down the server, and here let's open in config database.yml. We here can specify database access for the application. Here I use the password 063, save, and let's start the Rails server again. Sorry, refresh the page. Now unknown database Rails simple auth development. This because the database does not exist. So let's first create the database. Shut down server, rake db create to create the database first, and now Rails server, or just S for short. Okay, Now reload the page. Okay. Now the Rails application run well. To make the application look nice, we can use CSS framework like Bootstrap or Foundation, but for now I want to use Bootstrap. So first let's open up the gem file. The gem file here, and here we can add the gem Bootstrap sass, and in this case I use the version 3.3.5. Save, and then bundle install. Okay, let's wait. Rails. Alright, now Bootstrap sass has installed, but to apply the Bootstrap to our application we have to add or import the Bootstrap. Let's open up the app and asset, style sheet folder, and here I want to make new as CSS file. The file is called custom.scss. Okay, here let's import the Bootstrap sprocket. And the second one is import Bootstrap. Okay. Alright. Here we can also add theme if needed. The next things is modify application layout. Let's open up the app, views, layouts, and application.html.erb. Here we add below the body nav with class navbar, navbar inverse, navbar fixed top, container, and in container navbar header. Link to Rails simple auth navbar brand. Okay. Here we add collapse navbar collapse. Well, navbar right. Link to home. Login, profile, and logout, and the yield should be placed in container. Save that file. Okay, until these steps we can't see any change. So before we reload the page, let's open the config and routes, and let's get rid of this command. And root pages index, save, and let's open Rails server again. Reload. Okay. We get another error. Uninitialized constant pages controller. This because we have not created the pages controller yet. So let's create controller. Let's create controller. Rails generate controller, name pages with method index. Here I use Rails generator. This command will generate controller pages controller dot rb with indexed method in it, and also generate pages directory in this folder, which contain index.html.erb. But this command also generate additional files for testing purposes and assets. If you don't want that, you can create page controller and use manually. Let's open the views pages index.html.erb, and let's change the content. Jumbotron and h1 welcome, and the paragraph Rails simple authentication app. Okay, now our Rails server again. Oops, sorry. Reload page. Okay. Now you can see the page has changed, but I think the Jumbotron needed space. So let's open up the custom.css again. And need the body padding top. Save, and sorry, reload again. Okay, now look better. Here we have three menus: login, profile, and logout. This is the scenario when a user has not logged in. The login link should be appeared, but when user has logged in, this two link, profile and logout, should be appeared. The profile or user profile would show the detailed information of the logged in user, but for now let's make it with static paging. Open up the roads again. And here we add the road for the profile page. Get profile to pages show. Save, and now we have profile roads with point to pages controller and show method. Let's open up the controller, pages controller, and we add a new method, show. And save. Let's try to enter profile page, and we have errors, missing template, pages, blah 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 blah. This is because we have not created show.html.erb yet. Let's create pages I want to save as this file with show.html.erb, and here we create HTML markup like this row. Below that, call md6, call md offset 3, and let's create the heading, profile, and table with the class table with 2 row, table heading, name, Edo, okay. To make it simple, I just specify name and email here, so we can update the profile path in the layout. Here, profile path, save, and reload the page. Okay, so now we have a table to store user data and also user model to map user data from database to our applications. Let's open up the terminal. And here we want to generate user model with name, email, and password text. Rails generate, or just type G for a short, and model. So here we want to generate model with the name of the model is user, and the fields for the user is name, string, email also string, and password digest is also string. This command would also generate migrations and files for testing purpose. Now we have to run the migration in order to create user table in our database. So here we type rec db :migrate. Alright. Because I don't provide user interface to add, update, or delete user, so let's add one row to user table manually, so we can use this user for login purpose. Rails provide database seed so that we can initialize data in database table. Let's open up the DB. Where's the DB? DB or database and seeds. And here we add user create the name is admin and the email is admin@example.com and the password digest is password. Okay, save, and in terminal we can type rake db seed. This would execute all commands we specified in db seeds.rb. No message will show here, but we can see in Rails console. Let's open the Rails console, or just C for short. Okay, let's get the first user first, and we see here we can read the value of the password digest. This is not secure. We have to make this password digest value unreadable for security reasons. To do that, let's add the Bcrypt gem file, and we add gem Bcrypt, the version 3.1.7. Save and quit, and let's bundle install. Okay, the next step is we have to add a little bit of code in user model. User model, app, models, and user. Here we add has secure password. Save, and let's open up the Rails console again. Rails console. Here we would update the password digest value. So user first. Okay, we save the first user in variable u, and let's update the password digest. Password equal password, and you save. Alright. The password here is a setter method because we has set the hash secure password in user model. We cannot find it in a user table, so when we update the value of the password, the actual changes would be applied to password digest. Magic, right? Okay, now we try how to perform login. When user login to application, the process is really simple. Just check the username or email and password in the database. If it's found in database, the login success. Otherwise, login failed. Let's try that process in console first. Next, we create in our application user find by email, in this case admin sample.com. we got one row. In this example, we find user by email. I'm past the existing email, so here we find one row. Next step is verify the password we input with password that hashes in database. So you authenticate here I test with wrong password, so it returned false. Let's try again, but now we enter with right password. And here we got one row. It means the authentication is passed. Again, the authenticate is additional method because we specify has secure password in the user model. Okay, now let's implement this part in our real application. We have to create the routes for login and logout. Let's open up the routes.rb again. Where is it? Here. We add get login point to session new and get logout to sessions destroy, and the last post login point to sessions create save. Here we have two routes to get routes. So let's modify the application.html.erb again and change the link with our new routes. Path. Save that. And again we have to create the controller again. Rails generate controller sessions new method. With this command we generate sessions controller with new method and a few sessions new.html.erb. Let's see what it looks like. Okay, let's modify the new.html.erb. We change it to show the login form. Let's get rid of this and we add row call md6 call md offset 3 well and create the form tag login do. And let's create the form group. The label file tag with name email and also text field tag. Email, a value with the class form control. Label tag, password, and password field tag, password nil with class form control. And the last one is submit button. Save. Now let's open up the login path Now let's try to click the submit button or login, and we get the error message here. That's because we have not created the create method in session controller class. Let's create that method in session controller. Let's create a new method with name create method. Okay, first we find user by email that we enter in login form. User find by email, and here with the params email we store in user variable. The post data can be retrieved with params with email symbol specified. And we have to make sure we found a record from query. So here if user, after that we match the hashes password stored in database with password entered in login form. Again we get password data with params like this. User authenticate params password and here when login success we can store to the session. User ID equal user.id. Then we show the message here with flash message. Sorry. And finally we redirect to the root path. Redirect to root path. But when login failed, we just send the message flash now with symbol danger your email or password does not match, and render new. Save. And here we create the destroy method for the logout. Def destroy session user ID equal nil, and we add a flash message success. And redirect to root path. Save. Alright, let's go to login page again, and here we filled email and password. Admin example.com, and the password and then click login. Cannot launch such file. I think we have to restart the server. Okay, let's open the login page again. Admin example 1, 2, 3. Login. Okay. Now we have to show the error or success message in the view. So let's open up the layout application.html.erb, and here we have to add flash message here, I think. Flash each do type message and alert type, and this is the message. Save. Okay, let's open up the login again. One, two, three. Okay. The message is shown now, but I think I have to modify here. I want to change the path for the logout path with method delete, because we used the destroy method. Okay, let's admin, and now try to access with right password. Okay, great. Now let's try to access the logout route. The logout here. I have to change the route for the logout here. Logout is delete. Save. Okay. The last thing we gonna do is restrict the cached or not logged in user from access profile and logout. So in application controller.rb we can define a new method, application controller here. First, we define new method to get the logged in user. Def current user, and here we just user find session user ID. This command is just run if the session is exist. So here, if session user ID, and also this will return one row, so we have to store in current user for instance variable current user and the second one we create the method to check is user is logged in or not. Logged in. This is the sign for method that return boolean value. Okay. In order to access this method in view, we have to add this in here, helper method current user and logged in. Okay, so here in application.html.erb we can change the navbar if log in if not login, we show the login link. But if logged in, we show the profile and logout link. Sorry. Save. Let's try. Fresh. Oops. Current user is not defined. Okay. Next, in the profile page, we have to change a little bit because it still uses the static HTML. Let's open up the page show that HTML ERB. And we add this current user equal current user. This is the method that we just created, and here we change user name, and here we also change user email. Okay, save. Let's log in and admin password. Okay, and now the profile. Great. Okay, we have to prevent user to access the profile and logout link from the unauthorized user. But if we access from the URL here, I think I have to log in first. Profile. Okay. We still can access it. This error raised because current user returned nil. So we still need more steps here. We have to filter the method we want to protect. In the application controller .erb, application controller RB, we add new method def must login, and we check here if not logged in, we just flash. We show the flash danger. Please log in, and we redirect to login path. And in the pages controller here, we add this line before action we call must login. This filter just or only apply for show method. Save. Okay, now reload the page, and now we have success protecting the profile page from unauthorized user. Okay, that's it. Thanks for watching.